Someone in the comments by the name of Mona got Marion's attention and said a few things that kind of rubbed her the wrong way. Well, she thinks that it's Tay. So check out what she have to say to Tay, and she indirectly say a few things about Darius too. Y'all keep watching.
Get online and start spreading lies about my name, my business, that becomes a problem, okay? It becomes a huge problem. See, them other people, Carmen don't have a catering business. I have a catering business, okay? They don't have a catering business. I have a catering business. I'm sitting here talking. Talk about how Ghost Boy get on there and cuss on his page, cuss people out, think that it's okay for him, call women out of their name. Mona Pitt probably is Tay. Talking about yelling at these people. Tay need to be worried about.
Mona Pitts is the young lady that Marion blocked early on in the live, y'all.
Be worried about that black eye that she gave Carmen. Tay need to be worried about how her and Carmen argue every day. They was arguing every day. Tay need to be worried about how she told me that she is a violent person. Tay need to be worried about how Carmen is afraid of her. Worried about why she made Carmen sleep up in that room downstairs. Tay need to be worried about how she didn't want Miss Benz at her house during Christmas time, and Carmen had to make an excuse when they went to Dallas that time, and I almost had to go pick Miss Benz up because Tay said that she did not want Miss Benz at her house, because she didn't want to have to take a person to dialysis. Tay need to be worried about how they made Rico take Miss Benz to dialysis for those whole 5 days that she was there, and the times that she had to go to dialysis. I think she had to go 3 times that she was there. He had to get up and go take Miss Benz over there to dialysis, pick her up, to dialysis, pick her up. Tay did not want Miss Benz there, and Miss Benz had the nerves to spend money on Tay. She never wanted you there. They got a whole lot of fish to fry. Tay need to be worried about. Talking about somebody. Tay need to be worried about those big old 2 drawers full of alcohol that's in her house. Those 2 long drawers of alcohol that's in her house, full of alcohol. I don't have that in my house. Tay need to be worried about all the people that she paid to harass my family and I. Tay need to be worried about how she used Carmen for all of her money while she on here. I don't know who she thinks she playing with. Tay need to be worried about the time that I went to her house, and then Carmen told you all that she knew I was coming over there and she didn't come back to the house. Tay need to be worried about how her and Carmen had an argument that same evening, but she still, instead of her telling me not to come, she ended up letting me come anyway, and then because her and Carmen had that big giant size argument, Carmen stayed gone because Tay is very violent. Same thing. That's what you asked me. What's wrong with her having alcohol in her drawer? It's the same thing for them to sit back and try to think just because I had something to drink. Just because I had something to drink is a problem. Okay? That's what's wrong. If you gonna say something about me, talk about yourself. I have something else for him, and I put it on everything I love. Everything I love. I put it on everything I love. While a person over there trying to worry about me selling my house and talking about bragging. No, that's not bragging. Me saying that I sold my house is not bragging. That's a happy moment. But you can go on there, you can talk about all your product and how much money you make per year and how much money you make and show your money that you make off of Facebook. But what do you call that? Is that called bragging?
I'm not sure if you guys watch Darius Cook's live, but that is exactly who Marion is speaking about.
Because I have never... I'm not sitting up there pulling in a whole bunch of products and I don't need all that. I don't need all that. Baby, I'm 61. I don't need all that stuff in my life. I don't need all those products in my life. I do what I want to do and how I want to do it. So how can a person get on their live and discuss my business that you don't even know? I never told none of you, and neither one of you, how much money I pull in. I may talk about, I got an event this day, I got an event that day. In fact, I have an event on Friday. I never tell you all how much money I make off any one of my events. Some of my events, I help people out. I give them a small amount to pay, depending on how many people it is. See, that's the heart that I have within me. And picked up another one on yesterday. So, but why is it anyone's business on how much money that I'm pulling in off of my events? I'm the one who got to pay income tax on this, not them. I pay the taxes. Exactly. It's no one's business what I make. But let somebody else tell it that goes on social media and say that I'm not making any money. Why? Because I don't make the money that you make. I don't want to make the money that you make. Because, see, that's going to wear me out. I'm not your age. I'm retired. So I don't have to get out there and work extra hard anymore. And I have my own going. Exactly. It's tacky to ask how much somebody make. Or it's even tackier to try to count somebody else's dollars. What content creator counts someone else's dollar? And let me say this, just because I'm a content creator, it doesn't mean that I have to tell you all what I'm making. It doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean that I have to share everything with you all. It doesn't mean that I have to share how much money I made on a catering event. It doesn't mean that. But guess what it means? When I post my pictures on social media, it shows for itself, okay? Or how much money I spent. I don't have to show you all receipts. I don't have to show you all. That's what you call bragging. That's what you call bragging when you get on the internet and show, let me show y'all how much money I made off of Facebook. That's not nobody's business how much money you made off of Facebook. Because, see, you got Facebook. You got your product out there. You got all this, whatever you got going on. But rest assured, you got to pay taxes on all that stuff, baby. And see, that's something that I don't have to do.